What up, guys? TV Baseline here checking in. I know it's been a long time since I posted a video, and a lot of you guys, my subscribers that that watch every time I post a video, you guys are on that shit. I appreciate it. Many thanks for watching the videos. But anyway, you guys request that I post more videos on the Camaro, right? And today I gotta do something. I gotta do something to it. I gotta work on the exhaust side of it. So I figured I'll post a video. Why not? You know what I mean? So I've done a lot of work to it, but I just haven't gotten around to grabbing the camera and filming it. So I guess here we go. Hopefully you guys can see it, because the camera sometimes doesn't want to focus right. So I need to quiet down the exhaust a little bit. I know that's kind of weird, because if you would want it to kind of sound really nice and pretty loud. But this is drone. When you're going down the highway cruising, that gets pretty annoying when you're driving long distances. So we need to quiet that down. So what we have right now, from the last video, it's changed quite a bit. I don't know if you could see, there's a turn down right there. So from the engine, from the headers, I have some Edelbrock headers, shorties. From there we have a Y pipe, which is true 2.5. There's no, they're not bent. The bends are not bent, so it doesn't reduce the size of the pipe. Everything was cut at 5-degree angles and pieced together to form the Y pipe, custom fit, because it wouldn't fit here. You can't just buy one off the shelf. So we got a 2.5-inch Y pipe up to where the stock catalytic converter goes. Hopefully I can show you. Yeah, right here you can see got the 2.5 pipe. It comes 2.5 all the way to here. This is where it joins into a Y. As you can see, I got a Y here, and it goes into a 3-inch. We got a V-van clamp here, and V-van add the headers just to make it easy to remove. And this used to be an inline, bullet style catalytic converter, but it's not enough to get this thing to pass the emissions. So I kind of hollowed it out, and I don't know if that's part of why it's making that drone noise, which I don't think so. But anyway, from there we have the cat, and then a little bit of pipe, 3-inch pipe, and then I got a couple bends right there. Again, they're not bent with a press, they're cut at angles, so it's a true 3-inch. And then we have a 3-inch cherry bomb, I think it is the brand, or thrush. No, it was a thrush. 3-inch thrush with a turn down right there. I don't know if you can see the turn down. Yeah, I could actually give you a closer look at how the exhaust is put together here. You see the bend, how the bend is done? Yeah, that's pretty much. So what we got today is, I bought a resonator from Vibrant Exhaust, and we're gonna install it here. We're gonna remove that hollowed out cat, and install it in line right there. Yeah, so this is the resonator. I think it will quiet down the exhaust quite a bit. We won't know until we put it on, and either way, even if it doesn't quiet it that much, it will help at least a little bit. Okay, so we got the car on jack stands. One over here on the axle, and one over there on one of the jacking points. Yeah, so this is pretty simple to take the exhaust off. First thing we need to do is open this door up, move the seat up, move the baby seat over there, and pull this thing off. Oh, crazy story. So me and a buddy, we were going to pick up some parts like an hour and a half from here, and at the time I got lazy and I didn't cut like 5 more bends to make that turn down on the end of the exhaust. And here, I'll show you guys how close it was to the tub for the rear seat. So you can see where the exhaust is, the end of it, and there's the tub. It's not particularly touching it, but I guess, you know, I do a lot of high speed, like on the highway, and then if you're going like an hour and a half, you know, that's a lot of exhaust that's flowing through there. So what ended up happening was it heated that up so much that the bracket from the parking brake thing broke. And it was weird because I should have listened, because before we went on a little trip before that, I think the week before, and my buddy had his girlfriend in the back right here, and she was like, "This is really hot back here. It's really hot." I'm like, "What are you talking about? It can't be hot. What do you mean it's hot?" And I thought she was kidding, but if you look, it started to burn the seat. So yeah, on that trip, I didn't pay attention to her that day. She told me that it felt really hot back here, unusually hot. So on that day we went on that 2 hour and a half trip to get those parts. All of a sudden we start seeing smoke, and we're like, what the fuck? So we pulled over, and sure enough, this fucking thing was bubbling. There was more wrap here, and it was all bubbling up. And I think that's the wrap is the only thing that protected the seat from fully catching on fire, which would have been bad. It probably would have burnt down the car. So anyway, we got that situated. But here, this is what we need. This is what hangs. It's pretty much the hanger for the exhaust. So I need to get me, I think it's a 15 mil. So we gotta take that hanger off, take the nuts off. It's not a 15, what the fuck? Alright, let's see. There we go. So I got 2 nuts on here just to keep the other one from backing off. And under it, as you can see, there's like an insulator just to keep the vibrations down, you know, from the exhaust, so we won't feel it in here in the cabin. There really is no way to run the exhaust, like to have it just turn down at the axle without having to custom make like a bracket or something to actually be able to hang it, because it can't support itself. But anyway, we get this nut off. Take these washers off. I should probably replace that. Oh, this rubber washer, it's all torn up. We got another one down here. There we go, that's all off. So then we take our 13 mil and we go down here. As you can see, I got the B-band clamp right here. So we just undo the B-band. It's pretty simple. Okay, so we got the exhaust out. This is what it looks like. Like I said, it's a 3-inch. This is what the turn down looks like. Same thing here, like I told you guys, the bends. These are cut, I think, at a 5. No, not a 5. What was it? A 13-degree angle, I think, on each side. 13 or 15, I can't remember. And this is the cat, well, what used to be the cat. As you can see, I hollowed it out. So yeah, what we're gonna have in here instead is this guy right here. So it should work out really, really nice. I'm excited for it. I think it's gonna help. Yeah, because I feel like this causes like maybe like that resonating that I'm hearing, or part of it. You know, there's nothing insulating this anymore. This is like much thicker than this steel, so this tends to resonate more than this. And when we put that on, I mean, look at that. Look at the difference. So anyway, I'm gonna walk to the back and cut this B-van flange off, because I don't think I have another one. I'll check, but I don't think I have another one. And measure. I need to make sure I measure, make sure everything's exactly the same distance, that nothing changes. So yeah. So I measured it. Here's where we're gonna, from here this way we're gonna cut, and from this mark this way we're gonna cut. So since our blade measures about a little bit over 1/8 of an inch, we have to make sure that we don't go before this mark. You know what I mean? We gotta go this way, so the material that's taken away, it's taken away from this side. Because if we do it from this mark this way, then that's gonna make our overall length from the original is gonna make it shorter. So that's something to think about. That way everything works out the way you want it to. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and cut this one first, and then cut the other one over here. Okay, so it's all set up. We're gonna go ahead and cut. Okay, so both sides are cut. Like I said, this is the middle piece that we won't need. So now what I do is I take this file and pretty much just file out those shavings inside, because I don't know if I told you guys, I paid, which wasn't much. I think it was pretty cheap. I think I paid $350 to get the first. I had a dual exhaust on the car, like true duals, all the way out to the axle. And the guy charged me $350 to install it, which included the pipes. I provided the V-van clamps because I told him I wanted V-van clamps. I provided the whatever adapters he needed. I provided the glass packs, and the only thing he did was pretty much install it. And he did a fucking heck job, man. Heck job on that shit. You know, even for $300, what kind of shit? Who leaves this stuff in here? This is a fucking obstruction. I don't understand it. So anyway, I didn't know about it until one day I had to modify something. I think I had to put the cats on. Yeah, I had to put cats on because I forgot to put the cats on. And I cut one of the pipes, and I was like, what the fuck is that? And yeah, so that's the kind of shit he did. So I got pissed off, so I just decided to redo the whole exhaust. And this is pretty much all my work. I did everything, all the way from building the Y pipe to welding in the B bands and all that shit. Everything was done by me the second time around. So I don't know what you guys think, but I think it's always better if you know what you're doing. Just do it yourself. It might take a little longer, but it's worth it because you know what you did. You know what you're capable of, and you don't have to live with fucking thinking about how you paid somebody $350 to fucking just do a hack job on your shit. You know what I mean? Alright, so that's clean. I can run my finger through it. I won't cut myself. We'll do the same thing on this little flange, and we'll get to welding. Okay, so I got everything tacked on. I think I just got 4 tacks on each side, just to make sure everything lines up like it should, because I don't want to weld it and then have to cut it again. Then it's going to be short and all kinds of shit. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to put it on. I can't really record it, but maybe I can. I don't know. Let me set it up right here. Let's see. Bear with me, dudes. Bear with me. I might be able to. Hell yeah, look at that shit. Alright, here we go. Let's do it. Situated. Okay. Let's see. Alright. That's pretty much how it goes. Hell yeah, that's gonna be beautiful. Alright. Yeah, so everything lines up really good, guys, so I'm just gonna go ahead and just weld it on, and that should be good. Alright guys, so I'm done welding it. These are my self-taught welds. What do you guys think about them? I don't weld much, but yeah, I learned them by just practicing, you know what I mean? I use flux cord, which is, I hate it. I just haven't gotten around to convincing myself to buy some gas, you know, so I won't get all this sputter all over the fucking place. Just makes the job a whole lot messier and everything, but hey, it gets the job done, right? I don't weld all that often, so there's no big huge demand for it. But yeah, it's done, so I think I'm going to go bolt it on, and let's see how it sounds, man. Here we go.